Hey, hello, and welcome back to FDIC 2020. My name is Jason Hovelman, Fire Chief with the Florissant Valley Fire Protection District, and also co-owner, lead instructor with Engine House Training, LLC. I want to talk briefly to you about my class. It's a 4-hour workshop at FDIC 2020. It is first due tactical decision making for the company officer. It's April 20th, 2020. 8 o'clock to 12. So first thing, right out of the gate, first thing Monday morning, competing with a lot of great hot classes and a lot of great workshops. This class is broken up into about 6 parts that embody everything that we do on the fire ground from a decision-making perspective as a company officer or as a firefighter or a candidate officer. This is really for anybody that wants to talk about decision-making, tactics and strategies on the fire ground. We pretty much limit the discussion to residential buildings and medium to low-rise apartment buildings, like garden apartments, is where we're really focusing the attention for this class. We start with Module 1 with basic decision-making processes. That's a little bit academic. It's a little bit about how our minds work and what leads us into the decisions that we make, and how we can overcome certain biases and things of that nature. We move into some teamwork, how the team and familiarity with each other does make a huge difference in how we operate and the successes or challenges that we might face and how we deploy. We also obviously move into size up, pre-planning, how codes, fire and building codes can have an impact, both good and bad, on how we operate, things, the trade-offs that are done between builders and fire prevention officers or building commissioners, and how some of those trade-offs can be detrimental to us, even though the building might have a sprinkler system in it or it might have fire barriers. Some of the trade-offs for that, what the developer doesn't have to do in lieu of putting those systems in, can cause some challenges for us on the fire ground, especially in those multifamily buildings, and we'll discuss some of those. We'll talk about preparing and setting up your equipment and your checks so that you don't create increased stressors and problems for yourself that can be eliminated way before the fire incident ever happens. And then we'll move back into size up, we'll move into deployment packages, we'll move into short-staffed options. We certainly don't condone or encourage short staff, but the reality of it is that we run normally with 3 people on a piece of apparatus. Where I'm from, we don't have true truck companies. Everybody operates in a system that is SOG driven, and we'll talk about that based on arrival, as long as the functions get done in a timely manner, and we'll discuss how that works. And then we'll move right into hose deployment, line placement, stream management, search, ventilation. We'll show some video of a flat roof getting cut. We'll also go over a call that I had and listen to some audio of some mistakes that we made, and talking about locating, confining, and extinguishment, and how we go about choosing our tactical priorities when we arrive. So that's just kind of all of it in a nutshell. It's usually a really good time. We use a lot of class interaction. We want a lot of discussion so that everybody learns something, because typically in these rooms there's a great deal of influence, a great deal of experience that everybody in that room can learn from. So I look forward to seeing you April 20th, 2020, 8 o'clock 12 to 12 on the 20th at the greatest fire conference that there is anywhere. And just so grateful for the opportunity again, and really, really grateful and looking forward to the privilege of sharing and learning from you April 20th, 2020. First due tactical decision making for the company officer. Take care, and it's going to be here before you know it.